Coming up right now, flipping off a police officer is protected by the Constitution. Behold the power of free speech.
Plus, Paris Jackson resurfaces after denying a suicide attempt.
We've got news, entertainment, and everything in between. Daily Flash starts right now. Hey everyone, I'm Anakin Coses.
And I'm Richie Sky, and welcome to Daily Flash.
So how are you this morning?
I'm awesome. I'm feeling a little bit congested. I think it's that time between winter and spring where my allergies start to really kick in, so I'm gonna
You're in Miami now, so it's all summer. We've got summer, 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 summer. Your body just doesn't know it yet.
It doesn't. It hasn't adjusted yet.
All right, well, it's a scene fit for 2019. A teen positions himself behind Australian Senator Fraser Anning during a news conference and cracks a raw egg on the back of Anning's head. The far-right lawmaker had sparked outrage after a terrorist attack on two mosques in Christchurch, New Zealand, claiming at least 50 lives, and he said Muslims may have been the victims today. Usually they are the perpetrators. A day later, as he stood before a group of reporters, the teen smashed the egg and the senator swiftly punched the teen in the face. He then lunged for him again, throwing another punch before the two were separated. A group of men tackled the 17-year-old to the floor and placed him in a chokehold. Footage of the encounter immediately went viral, and now nearly 1.5 million people have signed a petition to have the senator removed from Parliament. His colleagues are planning to formally censure him. What do you think about that? You think that he should be removed?
Yeah, I mean, I do, honestly, because as I'm looking at this, I think that he had a gut reaction.
He did, and I think the gut reaction is okay. I think he should be removed because of what he said. And then that coupled with this, it's like he's not fit for office.
It's way too much.
Yeah, he went overboard.
I was literally shocked to see the egg being cracked on his head.
And the thing is that the 17-year-old looks like he's 12, so it makes it more dramatic when you see him, right? He looks like a little kid.
It does.
Yeah.
All right. A federal appeals court said that giving the middle finger is protected under constitutional free speech rights. The ruling came in response to a lawsuit from a Michigan woman who alleged that she was improperly given a harsher traffic ticket after flipping off a Detroit police officer. Cruz Goyes says that police officer Matthew Minard pulled her over for speeding, initially writing her a ticket for a lesser violation. But after she gave the middle finger to the officer, he allegedly pulled her over again and changed the ticket to a speeding ticket. She sued the officer over alleged violations of her constitutional rights to free speech and protection against unreasonable seizure, and she is seeking unspecified damages. The U.S. Court of Appeals will allow the lawsuit to move forward.
It's funny. I think that if she in fact was speeding, he could have given her a speeding ticket, but it's up to their discretion what to do. Sometimes they just let you slide.
And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, okay, if the police officer let me slide, which, you know, they do sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's really nice of them to do. So it's like, why not just be grateful for the fact that...
Well, he didn't let her slide. He just gave her a ticket, and she was unhappy about that ticket. The question's going to be, was she actually speeding? Did he clock her? Does he have proof of this, you know?
Yeah. And then why didn't he just give her a speeding ticket initially then?
Why does she have to flip off the police officer?
In my mind, I'm thinking to myself, if it's a lesser ticket, and I know it's a lesser ticket, I'm just, the only signs I'm using with my hands are prayer hands.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I'm not
Thank you, officer.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. All right, setting the record straight, Kat Von D broke her silence regarding rumors that she does not believe in vaccinating her son and that she's anti-Semitic. The LA Inc. alum addressed the issues in a YouTube video titled, "I am not a Nazi, I am not anti-vax," which she states, "Back when I was pregnant, someone asked me on Instagram if we were vaccinating our baby, and after doing a bunch of research and doing the ingredients naturally, I had some hesitancy. Since then, we have decided to consult with our pediatrician, but unlike before, I have learned my lesson and I am choosing not to make our decision or any of our baby's health records public." Von D welcomed her first child in December 2018. The tattoo artist faced backlash during her pregnancy when she revealed via Instagram in June 2018 that she planned to raise a vegan child without vaccinations. Some fans even threatened to boycott her Kat Von D beauty makeup line over the remark.
I don't understand why
That's very hasty. She has the best eyeliner in the business.
I don't understand why people are in such arms about this. How she chooses to raise her child is actually her business.
Well, what do you, I mean, look, when you're in the public eye, everyone has an opinion. They just do.
Yeah,
and especially
I get it.
about this.
I get it. But then to take it a step further, does she even need to publicize how she's going to raise her
She
child?
doesn't, but if somebody asked her, she innocently answered the question. And then there's a lot of people out there that believe that a child needs to have a steak or a cheeseburger or whatever, or they're going to die of anemia. And, with vaccinations, that's a really polarizing issue.
Well, I mean, our executive producer said if it's going to affect, the business, then she should probably definitely address it.
She should address it, and she should know from now on to just keep it quiet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Paris Jackson brushed off police reports of an attempted suicide just hours after medics attended her Hollywood home amid suggestions that she slashed her wrist. After emerging from the hospital, the 20-year-old daughter of pop star Michael Jackson, accused of being a prolific pedophile before his death in 2009, raised eyebrows by wearing a Puppies, Wine, and I'm Fine jacket, only with the word wine deliberately covered over with what appeared to be duct tape. Paris, who was not legally allowed to drink alcohol, previously admitted her struggles with booze and reportedly secretly checked into rehab in mid-December. It was suggested the millionaire heiress was taken to the hospital after reports that she tried to take her own life in the wake of the monstrous accusations against her father. Paris tweeted a series of eye roll emojis following the reports. She later added, lies, 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 oh my God, and more lies, and a series of question marks.
I mean, that's got to be tough for anybody. I haven't seen, what is it, Leaving Neverland or
I haven't
Getting,
seen it
I don't know what it's
either. I
called.
really want to see it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. My daughter saw it. She decided immediately after seeing it that she would never listen to Michael Jackson again, which is a big sacrifice for her because she loved it. She grew up with it. That's how compelling and convincing the whole thing was. And so his kids have to be affected by this. Plus, I mean, if somebody named me Blanket, that's enough for me to kind of go off the deep end. So, I mean, I feel sorry for them because it's a lot to take in.
When I initially read the story, I was thinking to myself, how dare you try to commit suicide? You have all of these things going for you. But then I have to take it back to the notion that this is your dad, the person that raised you, that everybody is now talking about.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that would do to me.
Yeah. Nowadays, it doesn't matter how private you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you don't want something to get out, just don't do it. It'll always come out. Now, later, 25 years from now, it'll tarnish your reputation and somebody as talented and as amazing as him. And honestly, I'm a big believer in our system of justice. So, it's still allegedly, I haven't seen it. It doesn't matter. There's no, there would have to be some kind of trial. And if there can't be, because.
Well, and that's my thing now. Like at this point in time, what's the why? Because I kind of feel like he's not alive at this point.
He's not alive. He's settled out of court. So he can't be tried for that anyway. Even if posthumously you can try somebody, he can't be.
Right.
But it's hard to ignore some of the evidence is apparently very compelling. I don't know.
Not again.
All right, well, Honey Boo Boo's Mama June was arrested for crack cocaine. Surprise, surprise. Cops say Mama June admitted the white powder they found was crack cocaine, and she was also caught with a needle and a pipe. Mama June and her boyfriend were arrested in an Alabama gas station after someone called to report a domestic incident between the two. Cops busted her for felony possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia. After arriving at the gas station, cops were about to pat down June's boyfriend when he told them not to reach inside his pocket and said, quote, I don't want you to get sticked or nothing, end quote. Cops found a needle and then set their sights on Mama June. June's boyfriend was also arrested for felony possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia, in addition to domestic violence and harassment. How surprising is any of this?
It's honestly not that surprising to me, but just the fact that you're walking around carrying this needle in this position.
Well, he probably